And good morning to everyone. We are in a Jetstream J32 at the John Wayne Airport, connected on Pilot Edge, even though the controllers are offline now. And the Jetstream J32 is made from Javier. It's available on X-Aviation. It's a plane which features a plugin that changes completely the behavior of the plane compared from the X plane, and provides a lot of special features and failures that are programmed specifically according to this airplane. It's going to you can make 270 knots approx through airspeed, and we are going to make just cold start, and I'm not following 100% the procedure. We will do that by memory. It's just to show the main features of the airplane. Then I recommend to check the manual if you want to go deeper. It's not very easy. So we need to unlock the controls. It's not very easy to, if you don't see the manual, you can be surprised by some issues. Like the control locks work quite specially. And battery on, and the SRL computers are used to start the airplane in a safe way. There is a manual way to start the airplane also, but then you need to take care and to understand how to work that properly. And SRL will just say make the full procedure by itself, and you don't have to worry so much. So just check that each engine is started properly. And I think I missed like a left fuel pump on. And this is not 100% realistic, this is just to show you this airplane in brief. So right engine is starting also. Okay. Then generators. Fuel pump on. Nav strobes should be already on, beacons. Oh, I forget to set the parking brake. And you can see the pressure on the brakes here. Set taxi. And we set on the avionics, the lights on, and then not 100% sure about this one. Panel master essential not none on. Also the radio system is specific. I just learned that you can memorize a frequency. So the control side is the right side, I think. Even though this one also seems to work, yes. So COM1, COM2, nav1, nav2, and transfer. and memorize. So this is storage, and back from storage. This button on pushed below will push back the memory into the lower frequency. Example 118.0 stored. Now I pushed say 100 like that. Even I transfer, and I put on the lower side the memorized frequency. Quite practical. And alticoder on. So actually I have a key to go to the alticoder, but I think even though it's on, it's also in Charlie mode there. This is for the autopilot. The altitude selected. Now for the autopilot, what I like to do is to set it once on and back off before takeoff, so that it's when you engage it, it will be ready to maintain the aircraft in the current altitude. Otherwise, you have like a jump. If you activate it, the line goes from the bottom, and the aircraft, before it stabilizes, starts some weird movements. Okay, you can see this is very basic starting procedure. There are many other checks we could be able to do, like the pressure on the brake system, on the hydraulic system, and to prepare the aircraft for takeoff, I noticed that you need some left aileron trim, some upward trim. We engage 10 degrees of flaps. This is the autopilot pitch attitude, and vertical speed selector also. The autopilot's lights are here, and buttons to change mode and activate the AP are there. To activate the AP, actually it's down here. Autopilot on, flight director. So like I told you, I prefer to start the AP now. Disengage it. And we put some pitch. Actually I do that manually. So before takeoff, the pumps will be on, stall protection will be off, continuous ignition will be on, cooler flaps will be on, and everything else is ready. TTL remain off, and we are set there. We are set there also. And after takeoff, we engage the AP and set altitude selected to 4,500, and we will engage say left turn to the east, and we will rotate 120 knots, and the torque will be 100%, and the temperature maximum 650. So we check engine condition, and we push to 100% for the takeoff. And 120 rotation speed, positive right, gear up, and flaps up. Now we engage the AP and we change to IAS mode. We have already flaps up and check after takeoff. So I forgot the landing lights, and pumps will be off and oil color flaps will be auto. It's just to show you briefly this airplane. So forgive me if I don't follow 100% what we should do for according to the normal procedure. So when you push the IAS, it will capture the actual speed and climb according to indicated airspeed. That's the normal IAS mode of the autopilot. If you push the vertical speed, it will capture the actual vertical speed and you can change it manually there. So if I want to increase the speed, for example, I push vertical speed and then we decrease the vertical speed to build up some speed, and we engage back the IAS mode later on, and we maintain the high pitch. The RPM goes a little bit lower. We will capture, say, 5,500 feet. Altitude select, don't forget that. And the AP works as a normal AP. Push alt, it will capture and maintain altitude. Altitude select will be armed. You put the selected altitude there. We miss the stall protection. There is this alarm about stall protection there, which is the stall monitoring here. So of course this should be checked before takeoff and so on. It's just, and strobe should be on also, just to present briefly the airplane. So when you want to climb, say, to the higher cruising altitude, one easy way to do it, you will get overheat of the engine, so there the TTL computer will play its role, and the job is very easy. You push TTL on, you select your altitude. We will climb according to the vertical speed. We start the climb now, and we will push the throttle all the way up to the 200%. Well, actually we need to take care not to get over 100% somewhere. But then the throttle is actually fully pushed 100%, and now you can see the TTL computer is reducing and maintaining 650 temperature degrees C on the exhaust gas temperature. So now it will monitor and adjust the airplane power. So you can see this number there, 203, are the fuel flow on each engine, which starts to decrease, and will reflect the fact that the computer is controlling the fuel flow, the engine power, to maintain the normal maximum continuous EGT. We climb at 118 knots, We will climb 180 knots, not 200. And altitude selected. And the pitch might be a little bit higher there. And the cabin pressure is already not 100% sure if it's actually controlling the cabin pressure. It could be that you have to push some buttons to fan on and increase this on. It seems to be working, but I'm not 100% sure about the pressure, cabin pressure. And now you can see it will climb according to the maximum safe power for this aircraft. We engaged the IS mode now. Capture 13,500 feet, and I want to show you the normal fuel flow for the cruise. Lower altitude, it's about 130 to 150. This is kilograms per hour multiplied by 10. Then if you exceed this value, you will just over rev the engine, which you see there, APR override. No, I think this is those buttons here, those lights there, which show when the engine percent RPM is over the normal. Then probably the airplane will fail. Will put you some failure if you exceed for too long time the maximum permitted propeller speed. Then higher altitude, the normal cruise is about 100 there on these gauges, left and right. 100 to 110, say. You will not exceed the maximum RPM. So now if we let the aircraft build up speed, we will start to exceed 100%. That's the consequence of the pitch of the propeller, which cannot exceed a certain true airspeed. The pitch control is not so flexible, and does not allow this aircraft to go too fast for if you look at the true airspeed. And there you see we exceed already the limits. So now I manually reduce to 120, which can be our cruising settings. That's about it for this airplane. We are now VFR going to enter into the clouds. So this is really just to show you the airplane. 10 degree of flaps 170 IS, 20 160, 35 for the landing, 150 knots. Then when you touch down, it should go automatically to 70 to break the speed that you cannot control. Apart from that, you get the number 1, number 2 distance, VRR distance equipment there, measurement. HSI showing nav 1. It can be changed to nav 2 with this button, I think. And the AP can be controlled from pilot or copilot, but actually this is working fine only with regard to the bug, this bug there. You put 240 degree and you can switch to the copilot side. If you try to make the nav 2 on this side working and control from the copilot side, I did not find it to be working correctly with this version of the plane I have. That's about it for now. And next flight will probably be a controlled travel from John Wayne to Van Nuys Airport through the Bravo airspace and the VFR normal routes there, one of the routes. And see you later.